Our channel is 100% focused on stories like this. It's bringing you valuable information that the media hides from you, so please, to make sure you don't miss videos like this, subscribe to the channel and leave your like. It really helps our work. For centuries, the pyramids of Giza have stood as eternal guardians of a forgotten mystery. They are often described as tombs, final resting places for pharaohs who sought immortality in stone. But the deeper I dive into their geometry, their precision, their hidden codes, I realize something far more unsettling. These are not tombs at all. They are messages. Messages not from Earth, but from the stars. I ask myself, why would a civilization more than 4,500 years ago build monuments that align so perfectly with the Orion constellation, monuments that still baffle our greatest engineers? Was this an act of devotion to their gods, or was it a way to leave behind coordinates, cosmic signature, a communication for beings far beyond our atmosphere? Mainstream Egyptologists want you to believe the pyramids were simple tombs. Yet no hieroglyphs declaring ownership, no mummies, no treasures were ever found in the Great Pyramid. What kind of tomb hides its identity? Unless, of course, it was never meant for a human body, but rather for a message meant to transcend time and species. The Great Pyramid's base is aligned almost perfectly to true north, with an error so small it could only be measured with modern tools. How could ancient builders with copper chisels achieve something we can barely replicate today, unless they had help? Unless someone or something taught them. And then, there is the number encoded in the pyramid's dimensions. The ratio of its height to its perimeter reflects the mathematical constant pi. Another ratio encodes the golden number, phi. Were the ancient Egyptians obsessed with mathematics, or were they transmitting knowledge that originated from a civilization beyond our planet? Knowledge they did not create but only preserved. Legends tell us that Thoth, the Egyptian god of wisdom, descended from the stars, bringing knowledge to mankind. Could this be a mythologized memory of an extraterrestrial visitor? Was Thoth not a god but an envoy, a teacher, an interstellar traveler who gifted humanity the blueprints of the pyramids? The three pyramids of Giza are not randomly placed. They mirror the belt stars of Orion with uncanny precision. What are the chances that this alignment was accidental? Ancient texts refer to the gods coming from Orion, the home of Osiris. If the gods were real, then maybe Orion is more than a symbol, it is a point of origin. I look at the Sphinx, gazing eternally eastward, aligned with the rising sun on the spring equinox. Its body, eroded by water, suggests it is far older than official history admits. Could the Sphinx and the pyramids have been constructed not by Egyptians at all, but by an unknown advanced civilization guided by forces from beyond Earth? Carved channels inside the Great Pyramid point to specific stars in the Orion and Sirius systems. Why would a tomb need to point toward the heavens, unless these shafts were not ventilation but communication tunnels, designed to send and receive messages across light years? Some researchers claim the pyramids generate subtle electromagnetic fields, energy patterns that interact with the Earth itself. Could these structures be power stations, or perhaps beacons? Devices that announce our planet's location to distant civilizations, coated in stone, powered by the Earth, designed to last for eternity? The precision is haunting. The Great Pyramid once shone with smooth white limestone casing stones, polished to reflect the sun's light like a beacon. Imagine standing in the desert thousands of years ago, watching a blinding star of stone flashing in the sunlight. Visible for miles, perhaps even from orbit, was it a lighthouse for the Godzor? A signal tower for the stars? Inside, the so-called King's Chamber resonates at specific frequencies. Sound engineers have tested its acoustics, and the harmonics are otherworldly, as though the chamber was designed as a resonance chamber, a transmitter of sound, or maybe energy, tuned not for human rituals but for something cosmic. If these were messages, then what was the message? Could it be a warning, a guide, or simply a marker of our existence, left for a civilization that watches silently from the void? And why would they choose stone, a material that can last millennia, rather than a simpler method of communication? Because they intended it to endure long after civilizations rise and fall, to survive earthquakes, floods, and the erosion of time. Some theorists suggest the pyramids encode star maps. When projected onto the night sky, the layout of the Giza complex mirrors Orion, Sirius, and other significant stars. But what if it's not just a map, but a map to us? A beacon signaling that life exists on this small blue planet. Are we being observed, cataloged, studied like specimens? Consider the mysterious air shafts. One in particular points directly to Alnitak, the first star in Orion's belt. Another points to Sirius, revered in Egyptian culture as the bringer of floods and life. Were these channels designed to align with cosmic events, or to send and receive messages precisely when the stars were in the correct position? Some ancient texts speak of the gods of the sky who gave humans knowledge of astronomy, mathematics, and architecture. Could these gods have been extraterrestrials, and the pyramids, the delivery system for their knowledge? Perhaps they left behind a language of stone waiting for humanity to decode it. Many of the largest stones in the pyramids weigh over 70 tons. Even modern cranes struggle with such weight. Did humans really cut and move these stones with levers and ramps? Or was there a technology, now lost, that made this possible, possibly gifted from beings from the stars? The pyramid's internal layout is puzzling. Secret chambers, unknown passages, blocked shafts. Why would tombs need such complexity? Perhaps these were not tombs at all, but laboratories or devices, designed to amplify energy or serve as nodes in a planetary network of communication, connecting Earth to the cosmos. When you walk through the Great Pyramid, you feel an almost unnatural sense of symmetry and proportion. The air seems different, the temperature cooler. Some visitors report dizziness or feelings of euphoria. Could the builders have engineered the structure to interact with human consciousness, or to connect our minds to something beyond the planet? The pyramid's location is also suspicious. Giza sits almost precisely on the Nile Delta's west side, where ancient Egyptians associated the West with death. But looking at it differently, perhaps the West was chosen because it aligned with celestial events, ensuring the message reached the stars at the perfect angle. In modern times, satellites have revealed hidden cavities and anomalies within the pyramids. Some are simple voids, others far more complex. Could these be relics of technology, storage rooms for alien artifacts, or simply markers of communication points to an unseen audience? The more we study, the less the pyramids resemble tombs. They are coded monuments, written in stone, a language we are only beginning to decipher. Every angle, every measurement, every alignment whispers of a knowledge far beyond our own. If these structures were built as messages, who were they meant for? Observers in distant galaxies, advanced civilizations watching Earth, or perhaps time travelers from the far future, leaving messages in the past to guide their ancestors. There are countless anomalies we cannot explain. The unexplained precision, the astronomical alignments, the resonance chambers, the missing treasures. Each piece of evidence adds weight to the theory that the pyramids are something far more profound than simple tombs. They are cosmic messages, etched in stone to survive eternity. Some researchers speculate that pyramids exist in other parts of the world not because civilizations were connected, but because the builders were following instructions from the same cosmic architects. Could there be a network of monuments across the globe, each serving as a node, a beacon, a message to whoever is watching? Every generation comes closer to understanding their purpose. Every discovery reveals more questions than answers. And yet humanity continues to walk around them, marveling at their grandeur, but rarely pausing to consider the possibility that we are not the intended audience of their message. As I ponder this, I can't help but feel a mixture of awe and fear. We may have been given a gift, a map, a warning, or we may be pawns in a communication we barely comprehend. The pyramids are silent, yet they speak louder than any modern technology. And if we do not listen, the message will remain unread, perhaps forever. Could the pyramids be a countdown, a warning of events yet to come, encoded with knowledge meant for a civilization more advanced than ours? Or are they a greeting, a cosmic hello, to anyone who might find it millions of years later, just as we are discovering them now? In the end, the pyramids challenge everything we think we know about history, about human capability, and about our place in the universe. They are monuments not of the past, but of possibility. They whisper that the truth is out there, that our world is part of a far larger story, a story written in stone, lined with the stars, and waiting to be heard. Our channel is 100% focused on stories like this. It's bringing you valuable information that the media hides from you, so please, to make sure you don't miss videos like this. Subscribe to the channel and leave your like. It really helps our work.